What is going on, people inside that internet machine? Welcome to this episode of the Pickups. We didn't grab a lot, and I would say that we didn't go over the top. So you saw in the clip there, I went to St. Vincent de Paul's and they still had that $75 PlayStation 2, the silver one. I actually looked at it a little closer this time around, and it doesn't have an AV cable, which, you know, I've got plenty of those in the tub over there somewhere. And there was a little thing of games underneath it, you know, one of those CD cases. And I told the guy, I'm like, this is an Xbox game, this is a DVD. He's like, oh, it's how it came in, we just put it out there. I'm like, it said you tested it. He goes, yeah, they plugged it in and they turned it on. And I said, well, you didn't hook it up to a TV or let the disc run? Like, no. Like, whatever. People are crazy, you know, and especially at these thrift stores and pawn shops. In one pawn shop, they went from, you know, last gen, and that's like PS3, Xbox 360, all like $5 and under, to you have to take it up there and then they look it up. And I told the guy, I'm like, if you're gonna charge eBay prices, why don't I just buy it off of eBay? I said, he brings it over, you know, the disc. I'm like, see, the disc is all scratched up. So you're, you know, I mean, these pawn shops think that they've got like gold, but they don't take care of their shit. They want eBay prices for stuff that's like garage sale throwaway stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's unbelievable. Anyway, let's check out some pickups. We'll start with Goodwill. All right, so hit up Goodwill today. It was half off day. I picked up this really long HDMI cable. I'm gonna say it's like probably a 10-footer. I don't know, maybe a 6-footer. $1.50. So I thought that was a pretty good pickup. I got my Retro Pi back from my neighbor, and it was missing the HDMI cable. Who knows? I was like, I'll just grab another one, no big deal. And they had some movies, and yes, I don't buy a lot of DVDs, but I had to pick up Stallone, Over the Top. Oh yeah, that's a classic right there. That's some man stuff. Well, truck driver arm wrestling competition. So I'll see you in Vegas. And then we got the 4 film favorites, Nightmare on Elm Street 1 through 4. This is still factory sealed. It's crazy that these movies, you know, are still sealed. I don't even know when this came out, but yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. It doesn't look like it resells very well, but hey, what are you gonna do? Then we went to Maxine's Bargain Box, grabbed a Nintendo GameCube adapter for that console that I got last episode or the episode before. And then I was asking him, I said, do you have any of the PlayStation 1 dual cases? I keep looking over there, like, I'll just show it to you, right? And he's like, let me go check. So he brought this one out and he goes, oh, you can just have it. I was expecting him to say like $2 or something. But he just gave it to me. And what I need that for is I have a pretty decent copy of Final Fantasy VIII with all 4 discs, but the insides are broken. You know, where the disc goes, it's broken. God, let's get this episode going. And then it does have the mini walkthrough. This game comes with 2 manuals, a manual and a mini walkthrough. So yeah, we're gonna swap that out. Doesn't that sound great? Went to GameStop today. They gave us this little GameStop bracelet that says GameStop. And then the back is really, really the best part. It says Service Matters. Okay. All right, so I completely forgot about this item right here. I got this at Goodwill at by my work. This is crazy. This is a set of, what is this? Interact earbuds for the Game Boy Advance. Still sealed. It's crazy that you still find some of this stuff out there. Look at that. Anybody in the market for some earbuds for a Game Boy Advance? $3. I'm gonna throw these up on my eBay store, obviously, as I have zero use for them. Oh, and the Game Boy Color. So there you go. Look at that. Unreal. So I still have like a ton of trade credits. So I just spent the rest of it. So for Super Nintendo, I picked up Super Bonk. Pretty uncommon game, if not rare. And I already played through it. I didn't think this was that great of a game. It was actually kind of boring and kind of slow. You know, and I've never beaten a game in the Bonk series, so if they're all like this, then I'm probably out. It was playable. It wasn't the worst thing of all time. It certainly has its quirks and its charm, but I don't know. And then he had this on his shelf. I had never even seen this before. Let me, he put it in a plastic bag, you know what I mean? And when I saw it, I was like, yeah, that's coming home with me. It is Turrican on the Sega Genesis in the box. Very, very nice condition. I have never seen one of these boxes before, but again, I don't hunt Sega Genesis games. Let me set this here. It's got this poster in there, which is crazy. It's like super complete. It's got the manual, and then of course it's got the game still in the plastic, so I'm not sure this game was played that often, if at all. Yeah, I mean, it just looks impeccable shape. But from what I understand, Turrican is like super hard, so we might give this a go when we start our Genesis games on July 1st. But I thought, wow, I'm going to be doing a Genesis collection video, and this is a very, very nice condition copy of Turrican, a game I never see. Yeah, look at that. It's kind of a run and gun shooter type game. Looks pretty awesome, but like I said, I've heard it's very difficult. But yeah, we'll definitely show that off in the Sega Genesis collection video. All right, so here we go. We're gonna hit you with some game recommendations. You know, Super Bonk, I gave it a C+ or a B-. I can't remember. It's not the worst game of all time, and it's definitely playable. It has some quirks, like I said. You could probably beat it in a day. It wasn't terribly difficult. I think it was like 5 levels, maybe 6, and that was it. But yeah, if you never played a Bonk game, maybe play that one, because it's kind of easy, but there's not really a lot to it. You know, the mechanics are based on eat a certain candy and you shrink down and you can fit into small spaces, eat a big candy and you turn into like a Godzilla type character. You just kind of stomp through everything, and there's some more nuances to it, but it's all right. I beat Metroid 2 today, Return of Samus, on the Game Boy. What an incredible game. But do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior, Samus Aran, and the incredible 10 out of 10 masterpiece that is Super Metroid? What a game. I highly recommend Super Metroid. I added that to games that I consider perfect, and it is absolutely phenomenal. You can't get in that mode where it's like, I do not like equals is not good, because I do not like the map system. I do not like the wall jump, but they work, they're serviceable, they do what they're supposed to do if you look at it right, if you do it right. But yeah, perfect game. I mean, just like the nuance of that game, the atmosphere that's created with the sound effects and the level design, it's perfect. Like, okay. At the beginning, like on the title screen, you see all the dead scientists and the Metroids in the tube, right? And then you answer the emergency distress beacon and you go to the space station. Well, who pushed the emergency distress beacon? Like, you would think like, oh, maybe like one of the scientists, right? Before Ridley kills them, he hits the panic button and Samus comes. But you could subscribe to that theory, or you could subscribe to the CM Retro super awesome ancient alien level conspiracy theory that Ridley killed all of those people and then hit the distress button, knowing that Samus was going to come. And then when you go into the space station, the people are dead and the Metroid is gone. And you go a little further, and in a room where there's only one way in and one way out, the Metroid is sitting there, and Ridley is in the dark waiting for you to get there. He's going to ambush you. Ridley thought he was going to kill you right there. Crazy. Think about that. Super Metroid, what an incredible game. I didn't think it was too terribly difficult. There were some difficult spots. You have these big over-the-top bosses and like these really cool weapons, and I always felt like I was making some sort of progress in the game until I had to learn how to do the wall jump. And again, I don't like it, but that doesn't mean it is not good. It's serviceable. You have to spin towards the wall and then right at the right moment, hit the opposite direction and then the jump button. Like they could have made that a little easier, you know, like Mega Man kind of slides down the wall and you can jump back and forth, but it works. If you can master it, it works. And yeah, man, Super Metroid, what a game. My main man Mario was out of frame. He's about to get a brand new GameStop bracelet. Anyway, guys, that is it. That's all the pickups that we got today. A couple DVDs, a power cable, a HD, a couple games. Like, that's it. Pretty slow week for game pickups. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share on social media because that really does help out a lot. Don't forget to bang that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of your CM Retro Gaming goodness. Guys, take care of yourselves, and we will see you on the next one. Oh, and I hope you guys are liking the car vlogs. We'll continue to do the car vlogs. Okay, bye.